Hi all, my name's Tom Sawyer. Welcome to my kitchen. I graduated from Tustin High School in 1966. I wanted to set forth a couple of funny things. Now, bear in mind, this is about 50 years ago, so what are the chances that these recollections are accurate? Just about zero, okay? So bear that in mind, and I'm sure there's other people who remember these events much better than I do, for one reason or another. But I wanted to talk about the eagle. And there's something kind of interesting about the eagle. I'm not just describing an architectural feature. On the original Tustin High School building, by the way, I more or less promised myself I'm not going to do any research whatsoever to do this video because I just don't think it's worth the time and effort to do that. And probably very few people are going to be watching this anyway. But the original building in the center, it was this beautiful old-fashioned building. In the center, at the very top of the building, above the entranceway, way up there, was a little alcove with a rounded top and two sides, and inside it was the sculpture of an eagle. And in the earlier days of the building, this was a rather tall structure with the eagle. It stuck up quite a little ways above the building. During my era, it was much truncated. It was much lower. I guess they removed the bottom part of it. I don't recall exactly offhand. And I'm not sure whether the reason that it became smaller had to do with what I'm going to discuss, but the point is, the Tustin High I knew was Tustin Union High School for at least part of the time, had this curved top and straight sides with an alcove with an eagle in it, and maybe it was like, I don't know, 4 feet by 4 feet. And we used to take my sister to school, and we'd either be dropping her off or something, and we would drive up Laguna Road, and there was a large curved driveway that went right to the front of the building. There was a cement area and some steps that went up to the building. And the building was pretty wide and large, and this one component that I just described, relatively speaking, is quite small. And the eagle, because I think it still had an eagle at this point. Let's say this was 1960-ish, okay? If it was 60, I was probably like 11. But it was near that. Okay. She might have graduated in 61. But anyway, okay. So we'd drive there, and the eagle would be covered with paint. Like, covered with green paint. What? Or red paint, or silver paint. And this happened from time to time. It somehow got back into not being painted, or maybe they repainted it in a kind of a sandstone color or something. But to kind of bring it back to its prior state. And I said to Diana, why? That's my sister Diana. I said, what's that about? And she said, it's a tradition. Now this made no sense to me whatsoever at the time, but now it does. It was a tradition. It was also a prank. Now legend had it that in order to paint the eagle, this would be conducted in like the middle of the night, like a commando operation. You would have to hold somebody by their legs as they draped across this curved surface. And they would then have to kind of curve around and paint the eagle. And apparently it was quite dangerous to do this. Well, in time, and I don't know who the first person was to paint it, but I mean, there's an important historical figure, if you ask me. Or it was actually probably a group of people. And in time, they took the eagle down, and it left this very ugly, kind of rough area that might have been a couple of feet wide, where the eagle was kind of attached. And they salvaged at least the head of the eagle when they did this. And I guess this was supposed to stop the painting. And I guess that just shows the way administrators think. Because it didn't stop the painting. After that, the kids painted the rough surface area different colors. And as far as I know, that I don't remember when that tradition stopped, or prank. And I know that it stopped as of mid 1966 because that's when they tore down the old school building. But I don't remember it stopping while I was a student there, so it may have continued, and when it started, I don't know. But I've never heard anybody talk about it in recent memory. I just thought I'd set forth these, to me, rather interesting facts. Okay, I guess that's it for now. Take care. Bye.